Hello and welcome to my iron friendly guide on how to make urns. This is because it increases your experience rates by plus 20 or even 25% if you are using the Urn Enhancer. Main accounts can use this guide, however, you're able to benefit from the portable crafter. As for requirements, the only one will be 40 crafting. This is so you have access to the crafting guild, which has a bank nearby. Now, as for the materials, I highly suggest you to have 75 crafting, and this is to have access to plagues and quests for the best way to get soft clay. In soft clay, you need 2 clay to make 1 urn. Once you have 102 crafting and mining, you actually want to focus on soft porcelain clay, which has a 1-to-1 rate. The best battle staff to use will be the elemental, but that's locked behind master clues. So for iron accounts, you're able to use the steam, lava, and mud battle staffs as a replacement. We will not be using the pottery oven. In fact, we will be doing the fire urn spell, which is found on Urn Spell book that requires A2 magic, and this is because it saves 2.4 seconds per urn. Once you are 99 crafting and 102 archaeology, make the artifacts measure. This is because it has a plus 5% doubling effect while you are making urns. For main accounts, you're able to benefit from the portable crafter, which has a 10% chance of saving urns, and this does stack with the Brooch of Gods, making it 20%. Players wanting to maximize their experience, you want the Artisan outfit for plus 6% experience, and to have completed the quest Ode of the Devourer for the Amulet of Offering for plus 3%, or you are able to upgrade this with the Lantern of Offering, so it gives plus 10% extra experience. Now that we went over all the information, time to leave this poor dumb guy smithing at the pottery oven.
Why are you watching me use a pottery oven? Jeez, you're such a creep.
I'm not the peeping Tom. I'm looking out of my house outside. I'm simply watching people, and the correct term is actually neighborhood watch. So thank you very much. The real training spot to actually convert your soft clay is at the crafting guild. For here, you have 2 options. 1, make your way to the Birthdoor Glowstone, and you can teleport to the clan camp by right-clicking the clan flag and then confirming option 1 for yes. Or, if you want, you can teleport to the Port Sarum Lodestone, and you want to go west a long way until you're finally to the guild. Or, just use the Birthdoor method, and you'll get here probably about 18 seconds faster. Once you are here, go all the way south to this chest right here. It might be a little bit hard to see, and you want to go to your preset settings, preset, and make sure to save it with nothing but your soft clay or your porcelain soft clay. And then this is a little bit extra, but if you somehow have the artifacts measure, make sure to use this item because it has a 5% chance of making double urns. Now this one's not really needed, and that will be augmented flowers for the mobile perk. So once you have that, load, and here is a very easy method. If you have access to the dive ability, which is unlocked after the succession quest, you can dive right here, and voila, click on the pottery wheel. Then just make whatever type of urns you are doing, and then it's pretty much easy. Luckily, they did do a little patch rework that the artifact measure, the double item that duplicates goes to your bank rather than your inventory, so that is a very helpful. Now, once you have made all the urns, you want to simply hit the escape button and then go to your bank and load last preset. Then simply dive over again and then just do that back and forth. Doing this method is so much better than using the pottery wheel at Athil in Prifdinius. But remember, Prifdinius, that is the best way to get soft clay. So you kind of need to have access to that to get a bulk amount of soft clay, and then you're able to utilize the crafting guild. Now, this is actually one of the very few skilling methods I have found that the escape is far better than the surge ability. You do not need double escape. You simply need 1 because it takes you about 15-16 seconds, and this is perfect for the cooldown because the escape will always be active. Now, there is one little fun fact, and let's say you wear any type of range main hand weapon, the escape will not bring you to this spot. Instead, it will bring you right here. It will bring you 1 extra tile. So if you do care about pretty much like efficiency wise to maybe, I don't know, miss like 1/18th of a tick, you could do that, and then by the end of the hour, you might save a couple of seconds. Now, as for the hourly rates, I was getting 2,350 unfired decorating urns, and then there is a pottery oven too here, but there is an even better method. Instead of using the pottery oven, you want to go to the Warrior's Retreat. If you have unlocked the War's Grimoire, you want to make sure you're on the Lunar Spell book, or if you do have 99 magic, you are actually able to use a 99 magic cape, activate it, and then swap to lunars. And then you will need 82 magic and a combination of water, earth, and fire runes, along with 1 astral per urn. And then remember, elemental staves like lava, steam, and mud are amazing for this. And then once you have the decorated urn of your choosing, simply click on the spell and you're able to do this. Notice how it only takes about 15 seconds to do this. This is because it only takes a single game tick to pretty much urn oven this method. Now, if you're using the pottery oven, it will instead take 2.4 seconds per urn. And this saves so much time because pretty much about 4 or 5 times faster than the other method. And while you are getting the crafting experience the same amount, you are getting a little bit of magic experience. This is by far the best possible way to do this. And then once you actually have all your urns made, depending on the elemental stave you do have, I do suggest you to wear it accordingly to fill whatever urn to save. So for example, I have fire runes, but yet I have earth runes. This is because I have the steam battle staff, so it pretty much does save you a good amount of runes in the long run. You just have to make sure to either use water or earth runes depending on the elemental stave you are wearing. Now, as for the X rates per hour, this one is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie, and this is because you're able to do this so much quicker, but you kind of need a bulk amount to do this. For main accounts, again, I suggest you to do this method since it's a lot different than the portable crafter and the Bridge of the Gods, since you're able to save about, I believe it's 10% or even 20% of your soft clay, and I mean that kind of helps a little bit for your main accounts. Now for us iron players, we don't really have any type of boost like that, so for that purpose you want to always be using the pottery wheel in the crafting guild. With that, thank you all so much for watching this guide on how to make skilling urns, mainly if you're an iron or hardcore player or even a leagues player. At this time, it might be a potential money making crafting method if you are able to sell those skilling urns, because people really do want that 20% extra skilling extra rates, or even 25% if they do and are using the skilling urn and enhancer. With that, thank you all so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.